In a recent study, the Philippines was identified as one of the top 12 nations that are most susceptible to climate change, which means we've got to think more about the safety and protection of our properties and families. We're here in Marikina at the site of Project Smart Home, and we're here to talk with the company that offers a safer, faster, and smarter solution to building structures, SRC Panel Systems. The steel-reinforced concrete, or the SRC panel system, is a modern building material as compared to concrete hollow blocks. In our last season, we took a tour around its factory and learned about the product's properties. This time, we'll take an even closer look as we witness the step-by-step process in building using the SRC panels. So we're here at the very busy construction site of Project Smart Home in Marikina. And Rodney, behind us, they're installing the wall systems. Could you tell us about it?
This is the SRC Panel System. It is a superior technology to the traditional hollow block system.
Okay, hollow block I'm familiar with, but behind me I see styrofoam and wire meshing. Could you tell us about it? What are the advantages and the differences to traditional hollow block?
Well, first of all, the styro acts as an insulator.
Okay.
So for the homeowners, think of yourself living in an icebox,
right,
where it's cool inside and it also blocks the heat from coming in.
Right.
Now the wire mesh makes it much stronger than the traditional hollow blocks.
I see.
So the wire mesh stuck together and sprayed with cement will make the structure up to 3 times stronger than the traditional hollow block.
I see the advantages to a resident. You get better sound insulation, you get better temperature insulation, and it's stronger too. What's the advantage for a contractor?
For a contractor is, of course, the speed of construction. Instead of laying down hollow blocks one by one, with our SRC panel system, you can just install the walls one by one. After you install the walls, you just spray it with cement, and then you're done. So it can save you about 20 to 30% from your construction. 20
to 30% faster with better sound, temperature insulation, and better strength. I've got to see it being installed. Can I go do that?
That would be great.
All right.
Similar to the traditional way of site preparation, the construction will start with excavation. The foundation and the grade beams will then be laid out. And when all of these are ready, the SRC panels can already be installed.
We make sure that the dowels are there, and then the panels are now installed. We make sure the dowels are between the polystyrene and the wire mesh.
So engineer, how do we keep everything intact and connected?
Between the footing and the wall panels, we tighten the dowels using GI tie wires. Between panels, we use the flat mesh. For the openings of doors and windows, we use the U-mesh. For corners, we use the angle mesh.
Now, how do we make sure everything is aligned properly?
To make sure that the panels are vertically and horizontally aligned, we use rigging bars or wood as shoring.
Now that the structures are all intact and connected, the electrical and plumbing rough-ins can now be installed. Upon its completion, we then proceed to the next step, plastering. First, apply a thin plaster that will only cover the polystyrene. Let this layer set and dry overnight. Afterwards, apply the next layer that will now cover the wire mesh. Once this dries, the third and final layer can already be applied. This can be finished with either a smooth or rough surface, depending on the homeowner's requirement.
Plastering can be done manually or using the spray bucket.
Manually, ibig sabihin, may tao talaga na
Yes, yung
gumagano.
pinapalitada siya.
Right. And spray bucket is like...
Yes.
So taking a look at this, it's obvious to me that it's very lightweight. What's the advantage when you're building a multi-story structure?
You reduce the sizes of your structural members. You do away with specialized material and carrying the panel to the other floors. One person can carry one panel.
Kasi yung panel na ganyang kalaki, ilang hollow blocks yan na hindi binuhat. Yung isang ganyan, kayang-kaya na ng
isang
tao. So thank you very much, Engineer Nick, for telling us all about the installation of SRC Panel Systems.
The SRC panel system can go as high as 3 floors without the use of beams and columns, allowing for much more freedom when it comes to the house's design and layout without compromising the structure's strength and durability.
For a project like ours, Project Smart Home, why is going with SRC Panel Systems a good choice?
Well, first of all, we are in Marikina, which is, as you all know, which is a very typhoon-prone area.
Yeah.
So a lot of winds and storms go through this area. The strength of our product will make your home a lot stronger than the traditional way of doing things. And in addition, especially now it's the rainy season, speed is much more important for the contractors. So the speed of building your structure is equally important as the strength of the structure.
Yeah, you really have to take advantage of sunny, great days like
Yes,
today.
that's
And with
correct,
SRC
that's
Panel
correct.
Systems, you get more built in a day like this.
Yes.
So Rodney, for those who got really curious about your product, where can they get it?
The easiest way is to go to our website, srcpanel.com. From there, they'll see that our product is stronger, faster, and more economical.
So thank you very much, Rodney, for telling us all about SRC Panel Systems and guesting on the show.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Building one's own home, which is probably one of the biggest investment in one's lifetime, will always have its risks. But with products like the SRC Panel System, we now see that there are better alternatives and choices, and that we can always choose to build smarter and better.